Step into the unknown with the shadow frequency and your host, Matt Wilson, as he takes you where the shadows hum.
Hey there, listeners. This is Juniper, your producer for the Shadow Frequency. This time around, we're diving into a mystery that's been buried in the dust of time. Literally. Picture this, a sleepy Texas town, a strange craft crashing from the sky, and whispers of an alien grave. Matt Wilson's taking us back to 1897 to unravel the Aurora, Texas UFO crash. Was it a visitor from beyond the stars, or just a clever hoax? Buckle up, because the shadows are humming with secrets. Over to you, Matt, in 3, 2, 1...
Welcome to the Shadow Frequency, where the unknown calls out to us from the dark. I'm Matt Wilson, and tonight we're stepping into a story that feels like it crawled out of a nightmare. It's April 17th, 1897. The place, Aurora, Texas. A quiet little town north of Fort Worth, where the days are slow and the nights are still. That is until something tears through the sky. Witnesses say it was a cigar-shaped craft, shimmering silver, moving low and unsteady, like it was wounded. Then, with a sound like the earth itself groaning, it slams into a windmill on Judge J.S. Proctor's property. The explosion lights up the night. Metal fragments scatter across the field, twisted and strange, unlike anything the townsfolk have ever seen. But that's not the creepiest part. Amid the wreckage, they find a body. Not human, small, frail, with features that don't quite fit our world. The townspeople whisper about unearthly eyes and a frame too delicate for this planet. They bury it, right there in Aurora's cemetery, under a gnarled oak tree marked with a simple stone. The local paper, the Dallas Morning News, runs the story. A reporter named S.E. Hayden claims this was no meteor or wayward balloon. It was a spacecraft, piloted by someone or something from Mars. The article says the pilot's papers were covered in hieroglyphs no one could read, and the metal, too light, too strong, too alien. But here's where the shadows deepen. Some say the townsfolk were spooked. Others say they were scheming. Was this a genuine encounter with the unknown, or a tall tale spun to put Aurora on the map? The windmill's gone now, the wreckage supposedly dumped down a well, but that grave, still there. Or is it? Stick around, because after the break we'll dig deeper into this chilling mystery.
Wow, Matt's really setting the stage with this one, huh? What do you think, listeners? Is Aurora hiding an alien secret? Or are we chasing shadows of a 19th century prank? We've got more coming up. Matt's going to peel back the layers of this story, from vanishing evidence to modern-day grave robbers. If you're loving the Shadow Frequency, please like and subscribe and follow us on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook, or your favorite podcast directory. You can also check us out on patreon.com/shadowfrequency. If you'd like to suggest an episode, drop us an email at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. And it's time for our mailbag segment, so I gotta hit the button.
It's time for the Shadow Frequency mailbag.
Let's see what you've been saying about the Shadow Frequency. All right, what do we got here? Oh, looks like we've got another one here about the Cash Landrum incident. Yeah, says the episode on the Cash Landrum incident blew my mind. The idea of those witnesses getting sick after seeing that UFO and the military denying it all, so creepy and so good. Says, I've recommended the Shadow Frequency to my friends. Oh, you're the best in the paranormal game. Well, I don't know about that, but thank you very much. And that is Teresa from Houston. Well, thanks, Teresa. Love hearing from you all. Keep those emails coming. Well, let's get back over to Matt in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Shadow Frequency. I'm Matt Wilson, and we're standing over the grave, real or not, of an alleged alien in Aurora, Texas. Before the break, we left off with a crashed craft, a strange body, and the town buzzing with questions. Now let's turn up the dial on the weird. That grave in Aurora's cemetery, it's still there, or at least the marker is. A small weathered stone with a crude etching of a delta-shaped craft. But here's the twist. In the 1970s, researchers tried to exhume it. They brought metal detectors, and guess what? Something down there was pinging, something metallic buried deep. The town shut it down fast, no digging allowed. Locals said the grave was sacred, or maybe they just didn't want the truth uncovered. Then, in 2007, that headstone, stolen, vanished into the night. A replacement sits there now, but the original's gone, like so much of this story. The well where the wreckage was dumped, sealed up. The metal fragments, lost to time, or hidden. Some say Aurora's sitting on a cover-up. Others call it a hoax cooked up by a failing town desperate for attention. S.E. Hayden, that reporter, known for tall tales, and 1897 was peak airship hysteria. Mysterious crafts were popping up all over America. Coincidence? But I can't shake this image. A lone figure standing by that oak tree at midnight. The air thick with static. The ground humming with something not of this earth. Was it a Martian pilot buried and forgotten? Or a lie that took on a life of its own? The shadow frequency's buzzing, folks, and it's up to you to tune in and decide. That's all for this episode. Sleep tight, if you can. Over to you, Juniper. Take us out.
And that's a wrap on tonight's eerie dive into the Aurora, Texas UFO crash. This is Juniper, your producer, signing off for the Shadow Frequency. Big thanks to Matt Wilson for guiding us through the shadows once again. Until next time, keep your ears open and your eyes on the skies. Good night, Shadow Chasers.
Looking for a thrill that's out of this world? Tune into the Shadow Frequency podcast, hosted by Matt Wilson. We dive deep into the paranormal, hauntings, cryptids, alien encounters. If it's odd, we've got it covered. Catch up on our past episodes and join the adventure. Find us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and all major podcast directories. The Shadow Frequency podcast, where the strange comes to life.